Hello everyone, and welcome back to Cat Notes, the internet place where a cat in a suit overthinks modern life. Today I want to talk about something weird. Why reading feels so difficult now. Because a few years ago, reading 4 hours felt completely normal. But now, sometimes even reading a couple pages feels exhausting. Your brain wants to check notifications, open TikTok, switch videos, do literally anything else. And honestly, I don't think we're the only ones experiencing this. A lot of people notice the same thing. Movies feel slower, books feel harder, and focusing became strangely difficult. So, what exactly happened to our attention span? And what is the internet doing to our brains? Sometimes I open a book that I genuinely want to read, and somehow my brain still treats it like homework, which is honestly kind of insane when you think about it. Because the problem isn't even the book. Sometimes the book is actually really interesting, but after years of internet content constantly throwing stimulation at us, silence started feeling uncomfortable. Books move slowly, and our brains don't really like slow anymore. A book can spend 5 pages describing one city, an entire chapter building atmosphere, slowly introducing characters that used to feel normal. Now compare that to TikTok. Fast cuts, music, captions, movement every 2 seconds. Your brain barely gets a moment to breathe. And after consuming content like that every day, sitting alone with a quiet book almost feels unnatural, like your brain keeps waiting for something more exciting to happen. And maybe that's the real reason reading feels harder now. Reading actually requires your attention, not just your eyes, your mind too. A movie shows you everything for you. TikTok gives you stimulation instantly, but books are different. Books force your brain to participate. You have to imagine the world yourself, visualize characters, build scenes inside your head. Even the voices are created by your own imagination. And maybe that's why reading feels exhausting sometimes. Because reading is active, not passive, your brain actually has to slow down and focus on one thing for a longer period of time. And modern internet habits train us to do the complete opposite. We got used to switching attention constantly. One video, one notification, one new piece of content every few seconds. So when a book asks us to stay patient, our brain almost starts panicking from the lack of stimulation. People don't even fully watch videos anymore. We skip, speed them up, scroll halfway through, watch clips instead of full experiences. Even information became compressed into summaries, short videos, top 5 lessons, quick dopamine. Everything became faster, more efficient, more stimulating. And at first that sounds amazing, because technically, we consume more information than ever before. But sometimes I wonder if we actually understand things less deeply now. Because deep understanding usually takes time. You can't really rush learning, thinking, creativity, or understanding difficult ideas. Some things are supposed to be slow, and books are one of those things. And maybe that's why reading feels harder now. Not because books suddenly became boring, but because our brains got too used to constant stimulation. Fast videos, quick dopamine, something new every few seconds. So when we finally sit down with a quiet book, our brain almost feels uncomfortable. And if reading feels difficult right now, don't force yourself to read for hours immediately. Start small, a couple pages, 10 minutes before sleep. That's already enough. Because attention works a little bit like a muscle. The less we use it, the harder focusing becomes. And most importantly, read something you actually care about, not something that only looks productive. Not a book random people online told you to read. Read something that genuinely makes you curious. Because reading feels completely different when you actually enjoy it. And if books still don't work for you right now, that's okay too. Maybe your brain just needs time to slow down again. And honestly, maybe a lot of us need that right now. Because modern life feels louder than ever. There's always another notification, another short video, another reason to lose focus. So maybe reading still matters. Not because it makes us smarter or more productive, but because it gives our brain a rare moment of quiet. A moment to slow down, to focus on one thing again. And maybe in today's internet, that's becoming a pretty valuable skill. Anyway, this was Cat Notes. Thanks for spending a couple minutes of your day here. If you enjoyed this video, maybe leave a like or subscribe. It genuinely helps the channel a lot. And tell me in the comments, what topic should we overthink next? Maybe learning, hobbies, motivation, the internet, or something completely different. I'd really like to hear your thoughts. See you in the next video.